Hope for a better future. Hello and welcome to our video. Today, we will be summarizing Everything is Fucked, a book about hope by Mark Manson. By the end of this short book summary, you will not only understand the big ideas and key takeaways from the book, but you will also be able to discuss and implement them as well, so be sure to watch until the end. But first, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to receive more money-making tips, and to learn from more of the world's greatest books on personal finance, entrepreneurship, and mindset in a fraction of the time. Also, make sure to comment "I subscribe" below so that we can thank you. You've probably felt helpless at some point in your life. The gloomy feeling that everything you're doing is pointless, that there's no point in trying any longer. Everything is Fucked by Mark Manson is a book about hope and much more. Manson takes the reader on an existential journey, first reflecting on what hope is and how it relates to meaning, and it then expertly paints a picture of how hope fits into the world we live in today. The book takes you through the hopelessness and brings the missing light into your life with a sensible touch of humor in it. If you are looking for some advice to fight your inner feeling of hopelessness, you need to take notes as we list down the key lessons from the book. Key lesson number 1. Accept the truth. Manson may shake your beliefs and helps you see a new truth, as he writes in the book. One day, you and everyone you love will die. And beyond a small group of people for an extremely brief period of time, little of what you say or do will even matter. This is the uncomfortable truth of life. Once we acknowledge this uncomfortable truth, that our existence is objectively insignificant, we can slowly begin to build a hopeful and meaningful life. Manson adds not just any kind of hope or meaning, but one that is sustainable and benevolent in nature. Manson concedes that everything will end one day, and the ones you love will leave you for good. But you need to accept the reality that the happiness and joy you have are only temporary, and you should enjoy the moment. Key lesson number 2. The classic assumption. For years, thinkers and philosophers have been relying on the classic assumption that reason must rule over your desire. But after years of being told that reason is God, we've confused getting rid of desire with getting rid of emotion entirely. The problem becomes clear when such thinking is applied to specific groups of people. Obese people, for example, are mocked for their lack of food self-control. Society scorns them for undervaluing reasons. The idea that eating healthy promotes longevity and overvaluing desire, the compulsion to stop at a fast food drive-thru whenever you feel like it. According to Manson, we have become emotion shammers as a society. We regard giving into our emotional impulses as a moral failing. We consider a lack of self-control a sign of weak character. On the other hand, people who beat their emotions into submission are celebrated. We have misunderstood what our emotions are capable of. We have all been caught up in the conflict between the thinking and feeling brains. While logical reasoning is useful in some aspects of every decision, it cannot be relied upon completely for every single decision. Feeling emotions have survived thousands of years of evolution and natural selection for a reason. It's because we require it. Without the ability to feel, we cannot successfully interact with others or live meaningful lives. Key lesson number 3. We need self-control. To achieve true self-control, we require more than willpower or exaggerated reasoning. In terms of consciousness, our brains are divided into two parts, the thinking brain and the feeling brain. The thinking brain is objective and objectively true, whereas the feeling brain is subjective and relative. We must use both aspects of conscious thinking to make effective decisions across the board. Otherwise, we'd either be ridiculously cold and calculated with logic or an emotional train wreck that ignores objective truth and indulges every irrational desire. Hopelessness is caused by an uneducated feeling brain that has adapted and accepted negative value judgment about itself and the world. Something terrible happened to us somewhere along the way, in the trenches of life. It took away our hope, and while we were entirely justified in losing hope, we failed to recognize that those experiences continue to rob us. That's it for our book summary of Everything is Fucked, a book about hope by Mark Manson. We hope you found it both informative and entertaining. If you did, hit that like button as it helps the channel out. If you want to learn more, you should buy Everything is Fucked, a book about hope by Mark Manson. You can pick it up with the affiliate links below. We will return with more book summaries and money-making tips soon. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to our channel. Remember to click the bell icon to be notified when a new video is added. Also, let us know in the comments if there's a specific book you want us to summarize next. And until next time, we hope your personal success surpasses your dreams. Goodbye.